बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। राधा रानी की जय। श्रीमद भागवत महापुराण की जय। Let's all close eyes, sit up straight, focus our mind on the lotus feet of Bhagwan, spiritual master, seeking their guidance, their blessings and protection. Prathamam Sadgurum Vande Shri Krishnam Tadanantaram Guru Papatmana Trata Shri Krishnas Tvamalatmana Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam Shreyah Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Vande Vrindavanananda Radhika Parameshwari Gopika Paramam Shuddha Hladini Shakti Rupini Namah Kamalana Bhaya Namah Kamal Maline Namah Kamal Pada Namaste Kamale Kshana Yo Brahmana Birdhati Purva Yo Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagvang Hadeva Matma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। भागवत सुमिरन रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सिद्धि सदन वादन बदन सुमिरो बारंबार मदन कदन के लाल गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खानी आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वर्णो भाषा भागवत जय शिव आनंद कंद भूतनाथ भव भय हरन भक्ति विषय निर्द्वंद गौर चरण मंगल कर हे ब्रज चंद मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरण काटहु भव भय फंद चरण शरण ली आन कर जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश अज महिमा अमित अभेद वेद भेद जानत ने देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान निज चित में खट खाट रहे मोहि चाहिए कछ नाहि और वस्तु प्रभु जात की बसी रहे मन माही यह बाकी झांकी संग लिए लकुटिया गायन के पीछे फिरत ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट शिर पर धरी कर मुरली उर्मा शीश मुकुट कटि पीत पट या छवि सो नंदला बसो हृदय मम निषेध गुरु पद राज धर्षि कहो भागवत की कथा जो शुकदेव मुनीश कवि परीक्षित निप अति शोभये निगम कल्पतरो गलितं फलम् शुक मुखादमृतत् द्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय राधा रानी की जय श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की आदरणीय पंडितगण विप्र मंडली प्रिय भक्त समुदाय प्रिय सज्जनों महानुभाव Worshipable Pandits, Brahmins, devotees, devas, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest persuasions to all of you. Also to a medium of social media, Facebook, YouTube, Bhakti TV, etc., radio, Fire 101.7 FM, live with Atesh and Avesh Singh, U97.5 FM, recorded and played every day, 12 noon to 2 p.m., represented by Vishal Maharaj, multimedia creators. All of you who are viewing and listening through this medium, a very special Radhe Radhe to you also. and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. I want to thank our bhajan singers, who I keep mentioning is the ornamentation, the decoration of the yagna, the jewel of the yagna. Our Bhai Dev Mangal Singh ji, of course Vishal Maharaj, Atesh Avesh Maharaj Singh, Havidat ji, the Mandir group, Anurup ji, Devi, and all the other members, and of course our drummer also, Randy. No, thank all of you. Bhagwan shower his choices, blessings on all of you. You are the one who makes this yagna beautiful, very beautiful. You bring the decoration of the yagna. You ornamentize it, make it so beautiful. आज कथा है 11वें स्कंद 30वें अध्याय की कथा है. Today's katha is from the 11th canto, 30th chapter. भगवान अपने लीला को खत्म करने जा रहे हैं. अभी संवरण है, अंतिम लीला. ये जो यदु वंश थे, ये कोई ऐसे आम लोग नहीं थे. ये सब देवता इत्यादि आगे उन भगवान श्री कृष्ण के पुत्र, उनके परिवार बन के आए, बहुत बलवान थे. तो भगवान ने सब राक्षसों को खत्म किया, मार दिया. लेकिन ये लोग बहुत घमंडी थे, उनके बल थे. तो भगवान ने सोचा इनका भी कुछ करना, वरना बहुत मुसीबत होगी. So this katha is chosen, as I said, 11th canto, 30th chapter. Bhagwan is about to bring an end to his worldly sport, his worldly divine leela. Everything about Bhagwan is divine. I'm saying worldly because he's performing in the world. This like an actor on the stage. The stage being the world, but his act is divine. That's why we say Leela, Krida, divine sport of the Lord. Bhagwan had destroyed and killed all the Rakshas. One of the reasons he descended, the earth had become overburdened, and she begged Bhagwan to come, and he said, I will come to relieve you of that burden. So he had killed all these powerful Rakshas, Kans, Aghasur, Bakasur, so many. Jarasandha, Shishupal, great Rakshas. But another problem remained. The Devatas and many divine powers, in order for Bhagavan to carry out his divine pastime, Leela, they are also descended in the world as the children of Bhagavan. Kamdev, etc. Aye, Pandit ji. Let's especially give a special welcome to Pandit Jivan Maharaj, most distinguished, most revered, and as I keep mentioning, the son of the late Dharmacharya, Pandit Krishna Maharaj. So we are engaged, blessed. Panditji will come with us as we are about to close the yagna. And his blessings so important. Thank you very much, Panditji, for being in our midst tonight. So Bhagwan, Kamdev, all these great powerful devatas had come and taken the form of Bhagwan's parivar, his children. Unke bahut bal, they had great powers. Bhagwan thought, if I left them here, if I leave them here, what's going to happen? Unko bhi le jana, inko bhi khatam karna. So Bhagwan thought, I have to finish them also. I'm about to leave myself. मैं ऊपर जा रहा हूं. मेरा जिस कार्य के लिए आया हूं वो तो खत्म हो गए. The work I have come to do, to perform, is finished. But I can't leave them. They're too powerful. एक तुलसीदास जी ने बहुत सुंदर चौपाई बनाया. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj made a very beautiful chaupai. It's the divine law. Nahi ko as janma jag mahi, prabhuta pahi jahi madnahi. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, there never was, nor is, nor will there be such a person who have acquired something extra in the world. Money, wealth, beauty, position, something little more than anybody else, and did not become arrogant. Arrogant. A lot of people don't understand when the Bible says, the Christ says in the Bible, it is easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. No Christian understands. Because they're all preaching that if you accept Christ, you will become a billionaire. In other words, you never go to Bhagwan. Is what he says. To our Sanatan Dharma tells us this is the greatness of Sanatan Dharma. Why? Because it brings ghamand, mud. That person becomes so arrogant. He becomes a little Bhagwan himself. So all these were so powerful. They had become so arrogant. तो भगवान ने प्रेरणा से, भगवान अपने, he inspired them to perform this leela. All the sons together, there was the son of Jambavati, one of the wives, the eighth main wife of Shri Krishna, one of the eight main. He has 16,108, but there were 8 pramukh main, like Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati. Jambavati was daughter of Jamvant. So Jambavati's son was Sambha. So all these boys, they got together and they put on a sari and they dressed him so beautiful, this boy, Sambha, to look like a girl, like a lady. स्त्री. और ऋषि मुनि के सामने ले गए और मजाक करके, टांट करके ऋषि मुनि से पूछा, ये औरत को ये गर्भवती है तो उनके पुत्र या पुत्रवती होगी, बताओ, आप ऋषि मुनि है. So they took this boy Sambha, dressed him like a lady, the son of Jambavati, and they took them to the Rishi Muni, that you are Rishi Muni. This lady is pregnant, referring to Sambha, is a boy. And since you all are all knowing, tell us whether she's going to have a boy or a girl. What kind of child? तो ऋषि मुनि को क्रोध आ गया. इनको क्रोध नहीं है, ये भगवान की लीला है, प्रेरणा है. क्रोध आ गए, शाप दिया. एक लोहे की मुसल होगी इसका, लोहे की मुसल. So because they were taunting the rishis and munis, you see, you have to be careful when you meet divine people, spiritual people. You don't want them to tell you something, that's the end of you, bhaiya. So Bhagwan had Rishi Muni said that God, the saints, they don't get angry, but Bhagwan's, he wanted this. So he is pushing from inside. Bhagwan is inspiring them. This is Bhagwan's work. He wanted this. So they give a shrap to those boys. What kind of child she's going to have? She's going to have a child, an iron pestle is going to be her child. Iron. Musal. Long ago, you had Okri and Musal. You know, Pongin. Then there was no rice rice mill and all these things. They used to pong the rice, etc. Okri and musal, the long pestle. So that she's going to have an iron pestle. Immediately an iron pestle came in that boy's stomach. अब सब डर गया तो राजा के पास गए उग्रसेन और पूरा कहानी बताया, ऐसे ऐसे हुआ। उग्रसेन ने कहा भैया आप लोगों ने क्या किया? तो उग्रसेन ने आज्ञा दिया इस लोहे को पीसो, इसको पीसो और समुद्र में फेंक दो ताकि ये किसी का हानि नहीं होगा। So they went to the king who was Ugrasen, and they told Ugrasen, this is what happened, this is what we did. And the Rishi Muni gave a shrap, a curse. And look, now this boy really has an iron pestle as a child. What to do? And did not only that, ये लोहे की मूसल, ये पूरा यदु वंश का नाश होगा, सर्वनाश होगा. Not only is he going to have a pestle, iron pestle as a child, but it's going to be the destruction of the entire race of the Yadav. Nasht ho jayenge. So Ugrasen also, he's thinking how to save. So he told them to take this pestle and grind it in powder. Grind it as much as you can into a powder and throw it into the sea. So they grind this pestle into a powder, but all could not be grind. Some remained little piece still. And they threw it into the sea. All of it. But the ocean, it comes up. The ocean comes, it webs, it goes up and down. So when the ocean was coming up, all the powder came up. Zameen par aa gaye aur wahan ghas hone lage. It came on the shore and it became razor grass. Hard like steel. That powder. And some fishes also swallowed some. So there was a shikari, a hunter, Jara. तो एक मछली को पकड़ लिया उन्होंने और उसको काट दिया, तो उसके पेट के अंदर लोहा, उसी पेसल वो मूसल की, और उसने एक अपने बाण बनाया उस शिकारी ने. Also there was a hunter by the name of Jara. I'm just giving you the katha so you can understand. Jara. Some say that this was the same in the Shiv Mahapuran. There is a katha. There was a hunter on the night of Maheshvaranand. Next month is Maheshvaranand on the 18th, I think. So that night this hunter sat on this bale tree. Whole day he didn't get any animal, nothing. He had nothing to eat. So he fasted the whole day, whole night. And while sitting there under the tree, there was a shivling. So when he would take the water would keep falling on the shivling. So he was doing abhishek of the shivling. And the leaves from that bale tree also fell on the shivling. That same hunter was blessed by Shivji. He came back as this hunter here. Some scriptures are written like that. Theek hai? So this hunter, he caught this fish that has swallowed a piece of this pestle. And when he cut the stomach, he saw this metal in there, and he took it and he fashioned the head of a bow that he is going to hunt with this. All this is by Bhagwan's inspiration. Realize this. Bhagwan wants to end his leela. ये भगवान की इच्छा है. इसके बाद क्या हुआ? We'll hear. First we listen to a beautiful bhajan. Page 6. There's so much we have to be thankful to Bhagwan for. The amount of blessing Bhagwan showers upon us, we can never repay him. So much blessing, and he's always showering blessing. Do we say thanks? Can we ever repay Bhagwan? This bhajan says, my Lord, you have showered so many graces on me. It has become so heavy that I'm unable to carry it. There's so much blessing you have showered on me. I have come to know you through the grace of Guru, to the grace of Satsang, but I am thinking in my heart, I am not worthy of coming to you. This is the humility, deenata. Zamane ki chahat mein khud ko, because of the desires, my desires for the world, I have so much desires for house, for motor car, for money, for this, for that. I have forgotten to take your name in my lips. Your name doesn't come in my lips. Khatabar, I am such an offender, sinner. I am a criminal. Tumhe muh dikhane, have no right to show my face to you, my Lord. Tumine ata ki mujhe zindagani, you have given me this life. But did I ever glorify you? Did I sit down and chant your name? Think. Every moment we should glorify Bhagwan. How much he's given to us. Karazadar teri daya kahu itna. I will always be indebted. We can never repay Bhagwan for what he has given to us, Bhagwan and Guru. I'm unable, I will never be able to repay you. Yamana ki data, I know you're the data, the giver and benefactor of all. So how can I ask you for anything, my Lord? I have brought an empty bag. My heart, in other words, is not pure. And yet I'm begging. Whatever you have given already, that is still already so much that I'm unable to contain it. My only desire, tamanna yahi hai. Tamanna means desire. My only desire is sir ko jhukao, that I should bow my head humbly with all my love for you. Aur tere deed ek baad. Deed means darshan. To see your darshan in my heart. To see you even once. Siva dil ke tukro ke e mere data. Oh my data. Oh the one who gives has given to me everything. What can I give to you except the pieces of my heart? My love, my devotion. Teri mehrab तेरी मेहरबानी का है भोज इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ. तेरी
मेहरबानी का है बोझ इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ.
मैं तो गया हूँ मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ.
मैं तो गया मगर जानता हूँ तेरे दर पे आने के काबिल नहीं हूँ.
ज़माने की चाहत में खुद को भुलाया तेरा नाम हरगिज़ ज़ुबां पे न लाया.
ज़माने की चाहत
गुनहगार हूँ मैं, तुम्हें मुँह दिखाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
खतावार हूँ मैं,
राधे
गुनहगार हूँ मैं, तुम्हें मुँह दिखाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
हो तेरी मेहरबानी का है भोज इतना कि मैं को उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
तेरी मेहरबानी का है बोझ इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
तुम्ही ने अता की मुझे जिंदगानी, मगर तेरी महिमा मैंने न जानी।
तुम्ही अता की मुझे जिंदगानी, मगर तेरी महिमा मैंने न जानी।
वो कर्जदार तेरी दया का हुई इतना कि कर्जा चुकाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
कर्जदार तेरी दया का हुई इतना कि कर्जा चुकाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
हो तेरी मेहरबानी का है भोज इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
तेरी मेहरबानी का है मुझ इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
जो पहले दिया हो ये माना कि दाता है तू कुल जहां का, मगर झोली आगे फैला दूं मैं कैसे।
ये माना कि दाता
राधे
तू कुल जहां का, मगर झोली आगे फैलाऊं मैं कैसे।
ओ जो पहले दिया वो भी कुछ कम नहीं है, उसी को निभाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
जो पहले दिया वो भी
राधे
कुछ कम नहीं है, उसी को निभाने के काबिल नहीं।
हो तेरी मेहरबानी का है भोज इतना कि मैं तो उठाने
तेरी मेहरबानी
जय राधे।
मुझे इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
तमन्ना यही है कि सिर को झुका दूं, तेरा दीद एक बार दिल में मैं पालूं।
तमन्ना यही है कि सिर को झुका दूं, तेरा दिल एक बार दिल में मैं पालूं।
सिवा दिल के टुकड़ों के ए मेरे दाता, कुछ भी चढ़ाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
सिवा दिल की ठुकरों के
राधे
मेरे दाता, कुछ भी चढ़ाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
हो तेरी मेहरबानी का है भोजे इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
तेरी मेहरबानी का
राधे
मुझे इतना कि मैं तो उठाने के काबिल नहीं हूँ।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की।
अब कथा शुरू। एते घोरा महोत्पाता द्वावत्वाम यमके तवः मुहूर्तमपि न स्वेय मत्र नो यदुनंगनाः स्त्रियो बालश्च वृद्धश्च शंकोद्धारं व्रजन्तिकः वयं प्रभासं यास्यामो यत्र पृथक सरस्वती। भगवान ने देखा कुछ अपशकुन, एक शकुन होते अपशकुन होते हैं। अपशकुन को देखकर भगवान के मन में आया अब समय आ गया, समय तो आ गया। तो सबको एक मीटिंग कराया, सबको बुलाया भगवान ने और कहा इस समय अपशकुन देख रहे हैं, मतलब इस वंश में बहुत खतरा आ रहा है। तो जितने स्त्री है, बालक है और वृद्ध लोग तुरंत शंखोधरा चले जाओ, यहां से चले जाओ। भगवान started seeing ill omens, certain type of signs. Donkeys started braying, dogs barking continuously, owls, all this. So there's shakun, good signs, and there's apashakun, ill omens, evil omens. Bhagwan seen all of this and realizing that the time has come, he had a meeting with everyone. Called all the Yadus, the entire dynasty. He called everyone. And he said, look, there's going to be, for this Yadu dynasty, there's going to be some great disaster is going to happen. So all the women folk, all the children and all the old ones immediately should leave for Shankodhar right away. सबने भगवान की बात सुनकर मान लिया और कहा तथास्ति. So they hearing this word of Bhagwan, they all accepted and said, so be it. You have told us, we will never question you. You're Bhagwan. तो वहां से प्रभास गए रथ लेकर सरस्वती के किनारे पर होकर वहां प्रभास के. इधर जितने यादव बच गए तो एक शराब पीने लगे. एक तरह की शराब है मैरियक. ये पीते पीते ही सारे बुद्धि नष्ट हो जाते हैं. इसके स्वाद बहुत है, अच्छा है, लेकिन उसको पीने से सब बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो जाते हैं. So now he told everyone, and they left it, that so should be it. The Lord has told us. We are here to accept. They proceeded to a place called Prabhas. After crossing the Saraswati river, that time it was there. Nowadays you can't see it. There are three sacred rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, and they meet at Prayag. But you can't see the Saraswati in this Kali Yuga. But she is there. At that time, they were able to see. Taking the bank of the Saraswati, that river, they all went to Prabhash. Here now, all the young men, they're so powerful. On the inspiration of Bhagwan again, they started drinking a wine. Drinking alcohol is very bad. I keep saying over and over, and people say sometimes, where is it written in the scriptures? It's written. 5 महापाप है. There are 5 महापाप. There are thousands of pap, sin. The word pap means sin, baraksha. But there are 5 mahapap, great sins. Number 1, sona ki chori, stealing gold. Number 2, sharab pina, drinking alcohol. Number 3, killing a Brahman who is versed in the Vedas, etc. Number 4, interfering with the wife of the Guru. And number 5, anyone who helps anyone in these 4. This is called 5 Mahapap. Amongst thousands and thousands, these are the 5 greatest. And in this, ये 5 में शराब पीना सबसे खतरनाक, सबसे प्रमुख. And in this 5, the greatest, the highest, the most dangerous one, drinking alcohol. As Hindus, we should know, don't drink alcohol. Not why is alcohol called the biggest one? Because number 1, it destroys this body. Ye manav de. I told you this body, Bhagwan Shri Ram himself says, Bade bhagya manush tanu pava, sur durlabh sadagranth nigava. Uttarakhand of Ramayana. Ram Gita. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, it is the greatest fortune, Bade bhagya, for the soul to acquire birth in the human form. This human body is so valuable. Devtas, Sur means Devtas. Those who are living in heaven, they are begging and praying for this and can't get it. Durlabh means extremely difficult to attain. We don't understand the value. ये भगवान की एक अमानत है. इसको मारने, इसको कुछ हानि करने तो भगवान बहुत गुस्सा करते हैं, क्रोध आते. One of the greatest gift, there's a great saint, Adi Jagat Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru. The very first Jagat Guru, Shankaracharya. He said 3 things are most difficult to attain, and that too only by the grace of Bhagavan. Durlabham trayamevaitat daivanugrahakarakam manusyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha sambhava. These are the 3 greatest blessings. Daivanugraha, meaning only by the grace of Bhagavan we can get these 3 things. And most difficult to attain. Durlabham. Number 1, Manushyatvam, this human birth. We don't get this like that, bhaiya. After billions and billions of lifetime rotating in 8.4 million forms of life, Bhagwan ko daya aate, he becomes compassionate. Kabahu kari karuna nar dehi det ish binu hetu sanehi. Bhagwan Shri Ram, again he saying in Ram Gita, very rare, very seldom does the Supreme Lord, who loves the individual soul without any self-interest, bestow upon it birth in the human form. The most difficult, the rarest and most difficult birth to attain, an 8.4 million human body. That's why I haven't gotten this, bhaiya. We have to be very careful. Don't waste it. Such an opportunity we don't get again and again. After billions and billions of lifetimes, we get a Bhagwan gives us a chance. Acha fir. You wasted it last time, I'm giving you a chance again. Kuch karo is baat. Do something good this time. Do something means bhakti. Devote your life to Bhagwan. Don't just waste it in sensual pleasures. Realize the value of this thing. And so that's why drinking alcohol, because the alcohol destroys this body. It destroys the liver, it destroys the brain, it destroys society, it destroys the family. Do not drink alcohol. Mahapapo ke mahapap hai. So, but Bhagwan is inspiring them. They drank, there was an alcohol that tastes very nice. You see, sometimes the thing that tastes really good is not good for you. Eh? And the thing that tastes bad is good. We like the things like the pasta and the doubles and the fast food, the chips, the fries, and those are poison. The white sugar, the white flour. And tell you some Karaila. Ooh, Bhagwan. Yeah, we'll eat it. We'll eat it, but how? Once someone heard that Swamiji loved Karaila. He loves Karaila. So they say, Swamiji, Bhaiya, I'm going to make Karaila for you. I say, Jai Ho. So I'm watching, they started cutting that Karaila in pieces, wrong pieces. Then they took so much salt and threw. Say, ooh. Then they took it now and put it and started ringing. I say, hey, Bhagwan, maybe I have to drink the juice. They ring it. Then they throw all the juice away. And then they fry this thing till it become like biscuit. And then they say, here, Bhaiya, Swamiji, eat. I say, Hare Ram. What are you giving me? You throw away everything. The best part of the Karaila, you threw it away. I know you call it Karaili, right? But Karaila is the correct name. Karaili means smaller one, the little one, the Ban Karaili. That's how we are. We deep fry, we spice up, destroy all the vitamins and minerals, and then we're going to eat. At 25 years of age, you suffer from the gravest of illnesses. All because this thing called the tongue. We can't control. So,
They drank this thing and they destroyed their intellect. They became crazy. उसको पीकर अपने शस्त्र उठाए और आपस में लड़ने लगे. Now their intellect has become destroyed. Who is family, who is friend, they've forgotten everything. They took up their weapon and started fighting now. Their bow and their arrow and their sword. And started father with son, son with father, with brother-in-law, with grandfather. Everybody is fighting. Nobody knows who is father, who is son, who is brother, nothing. Ab brushed ho gaya. You've destroyed that power that we have. Human beings have a power that other creatures doesn't have. What is that? Jnanam hitesha mat. Bhakti Hari was a great saint. Shiv devotee, great saint. He was a king. He became a devotee. He's written some of the most beautiful things. He says, Ahar nidra bhayamaithunani samanya me tat pashubhir narana. Bhakti Hari says, as far as eating, ahar, nidra, sleeping, bhay, fear, maitun, mating are concerned, human beings are equal to animals. Sounds very bad. He's equating us to animals. Actually, he's been very nice to us. We are worse than animals. I just give the example of eating. Have you ever seen a dog frying? Or a cow or a goat? You ever see them frying something? Huh? They eat natural. The cow, the goat, they eat natural food. Do we eat natural food? Unless you go to the doctor and doctor say, the guru says, buy steamed vegetable, it's healthy. Nah, Guruji, it can't go down. You go to the doctor one day and doctor say you have diabetes. No more frying. Boiled takari. Steamed vegetable. Yes, doctor. Otherwise you wouldn't listen. Only someone says you're going to die now, then you will listen. So like that. So I'm not going to go into detail here. Time is limited. So what puts us on a higher plane than the animals? Why we are told to be superior to animals, the human birth? So in the second line, the first line he says, as far as eating, fear, mating, and sleeping is concerned, we are equal to animals. The second line. Jnanam hitesha madhiko vishesho jnane nahi nah pashubhis samana. Jnana. Adhikam. God has given human beings an abundance of something called jnana, knowledge. The power to discriminate, to know right from wrong, real from unreal. Animals don't have that. Animals, they act on instinct. Don't worry about all the shamu and all these things you see. They are trained. The lion, the trainer can put them head inside the mouth of the lion. And you think the lion is, oh, he's such smart lion. No, he will eat the trainer one day. It happens. They can't think, they don't know this is wrong to eat a trainer. The killer whale, how many trainers they have killed? So they act on instinct. Human beings. This is what places us on a higher level to the other creatures. But when that power to discriminate is destroyed, and when do we destroy the power to discriminate? Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smiti vibhramaha, smiti banshad buddhinasho buddhinashar pranashyati. Chapter 2 verse 63 Gita. That thing which is called anga, krodh. From anga comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. When we lose our memory, we lose the power to discriminate and everything is destroyed. Shri Krishna is saying to Arjuna in Gita, So when that power is destroyed, we become just like animal. When you get angry, hey, Bhagwan, I'm not telling what you will do. And then afterwards you feel sorry, the parent beats the child. And then afterwards, oh my God, what it might not say to the child, but inside starts feeling very bad when you cool down. Because at that time, the power to discriminate is destroyed. Buddhi. So this is what happened. So now all the weapons are finished. They can't, because they are very powerful. Remember, these are devatas have descended. So ordinary weapons can't harm them. All the weapon is finished. Now the shrap that the Muni and Rishi had given, that same iron pestle that had been ground into powder, had washed up on the shore, and it became a grass known as Erak. Erak, the name of the grass, Erak. It is sharp like sword and hard like steel. They went and started to break that grass and fight with that. And with that grass, they were able to start stabbing each other and killing. In no time, they killed, all of them laid dead on the battlefield. The shrap, that curse the Rishi and Muni had given. When Rishi Muni gives shrap, Bhaiya, Brahman gives shrap, especially one who has reached that high level. That level. So, सब नष्ट हो गए. ये भगवान ने देखा. भगवान ने चाहते थे कि ये सब खत्म हो जाएंगे, तब मैं जाऊंगा अपने गोलोक में. Bhagwan wanted this because now you see, Bhagwan, I told you last night and a few nights, Bhagwan came to the end of Dwapar Yuga, the very end. And he stayed only 125 years. Just as when Bhagwan Shri Ram stayed 11,000 years, Yamraj came. Yamraj cannot command Bhagwan. Yamraj came, he told Lakshman, don't come in here. Do not come in here. And he went and he met Ram. He said, Maharaj, he bowed to Bhagwan, you are the Supreme Lord. I'm just here, I'm your servant, my das. It's my duty to remind you, maybe you forgot after 11,000 years, that this is the length of time you came for. Bhagwan doesn't forget, but I am your servant. It's my duty to remind you. The length of time you came for has finished. Now you can stay more if you want. Yamraj cannot command Bhagwan, nor can he command the sages, the saints. But no one stays longer than they are supposed to. If you want, you can. In the same way, the messengers of Bhagwan came from Vaikunt. And they said to Bhagwan Krishna, hey Bhagwan, you are the Supreme Lord. हम लोग आपका दास है, we are your servant, your das, chakar hai. We can't command you, but we are coming here to let you know you came for a short time in this avatar, this descension, only for 125 years. That time is almost finished. Bhagwan said, I know, मैं जानता हूँ. You can stay more if you want. Nobody can command Bhagwan nor a saint who is Bhagwan personified. You can stay more if you want, but we have just here to tell you, remind you, and they left. So Bhagwan, he already knew, there's nothing Bhagwan doesn't know. So Bhagwan, इस समय बलराम भी जान लिया, बलराम भी ब्रह्म है. बलवान को भी भगवान कहते हैं. Balram is also Bhagwan. I told you, he is none different from Shri Krishna. So Balram, also knowing that time has come, Balram ascended to his abode. And in his lila, ये देखकर भगवान ने सोचा अब मुझे भी जाना है। तो भगवान एक पीपल, एक पेड़ है पीपल, पीपल के जड़ पर बैठ गए भगवान। और भगवान उस समय, अब यहां एक बहुत बड़ा भेद है, ये सबको समझना है। भगवान मरते नहीं है। Now we have to understand this here. At that time, Bhagwan is thinking, I have to finish my Leela also. The time I have come here for. I have to ascend back to my divine abode. Bhagwan does not die. He does not take birth. Jivatma doesn't take birth nor die. I told you last night. So how can Bhagwan die? न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Chapter 2 verse 20 Gita. Bhagwan says about us, the Jivatma, the individual soul. He says the Jivatma, the individual soul, never takes birth nor does it die. Nor having come into existence does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal, and most ancient. It is not destroyed even when the body is destroyed. So when Jivatma doesn't die, how can Bhagwan die? But there's a big difference. Bhagwan also comes in the world. He appears. We also come. Bhagwan also leaves. But there's a big difference. What's the difference? Bhagwan says in Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. Big difference. Chapter 4 verse 9 Gita. Bhagwan says, Arjun, your birth as well as your action, our birth, as long as we are in the material world, and our action is material. We have to get the fruits of our action, good and bad. Bhagwan says the difference, my birth is divine and my action, karma, is also divya, divine. One who understands this and accepts it, he attains my divine abode, he comes to me. It's not easy to understand. Because Bhagwan comes and behaves just like us. He comes in the world, he gets married, he has children. Just like us. He eats, he goes to sleep, he goes to toilet, just like us. So we wonder, what is the difference between Bhagwan and us? Because we can't see his divinity. We can't see his divinity. Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi Prabhu Murati dekhi tina taisi. When we see divine entities, God and the saints, how we are on the inside, we see them the same way. In order to see divine Bhagwan, we have to be divine on the inside. Our eyes, our senses, mind and intellect has to be divine also. Otherwise, you see Bhagwan, 2 hands, 2 feet, just like me. What's the difference? In other words, if we see God with these eyes we have, this thing called eyes, akh, what does it do? It sees. What can it see? Material objects, because this eye is material. To see divine, it has to become divine. Bhagwan had to give Arjun, Panditji was saying last night, he had to give him divine vision, divya drishti. Bhagwan told Arjun, I am Bhagwan. Arjun said, you are Bhagwan? All Arjun knew that he is my friend, Sakha, Mitra, and he's also my cousin. So Arjun said, okay, show me. Bhagwan says, show you, but you don't have the right eyes. Arjun says, so give me the eyes. Bhagwan gave divine vision. Divya drishti. Then Arjun was able to see. that universal form of Bhagwan, uncountable hands, uncountable head, uncountable feet, touching the sky, and from every mouth fire like a volcano. Arjun started to shake with fear. Pasina, pasina, perspiring. He put his hand together. Okay. Bas, that's enough. Please reassume your form as my friend. Bas, I accept. So when Bhagwan appeared before Devaki, what happened? Tamadbhutam balakam ambhujikshanam chaturbhujam shankagadaayudayudham Srivatsalakshmam galashobhikaustubham Pitambaram sandapayuda saubhagam. Shrimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 10th canto, 3rd chapter, 9th verse. A 16-year-old boy appeared before Devaki. 16-year-old. With 4 arms, Chaturbhujam, upholding weapons, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. A garland of wild flowers around his neck. Wearing beautiful yellow silken clothes, Pitambaram. The mark of Shrivats Mahalakshmi on his chest. With beautiful ornaments, beautiful crown. And holding what kind of weapon? Shankh, Chakra. That Sudarshan Chakra is so sharp, it can destroy the whole universe. The Gada, the mace, the temperature greater than millions of suns. You mean that kind of weapon came from the womb of a mother and did massacre it? Impossible. There was no child in the womb of Devaki. What was there? Veda Vyas tells us in Brahma Vaivat Puran. Garbhe chavayuna purne nillipto bhagavan swayam hrit padmakosham devakhya adhishtanam chakar. Brahma Vaivat Puran. Veda Vyas ji says, who is Bhagwan? A Vesha avatar, partial manifestation of Shri Krishna. He says, there was no baby in Devaki's womb. There was no baby in Kaushilya's womb. Bhagwan doesn't go in the womb. There was Vayuna. Garbhe cha Vayuna. Vayu means wind. Wind? Like when we get gas? No, not that kind of wind. This wind means Yogamaya. Yogamaya, the special power of Bhagwan that makes the impossible possible. Through the power of Yogamaya, Bhagwan made Devaki feel that there was a baby in there. Baby is kicking. Everything. Hit Padma Koshe Devakhya. Sitting in the heart of Devaki. Are Bhagwan sitting in the heart of every living being. So why can't he sit in the heart of Devaki and make her feel she has a baby? There was no baby. And at the time of divine revelation, the Lord appeared. Smiling. It's such a smile. Chaturbhujam, upholding weapons. And then Devaki started to pray, my Lord, in a boon in my past life, I had asked you to come as my child. And you have come as my father. Pita ban ke aaye. Is this a way to treat your devotee? Please become a child. Kaushilya is saying the same thing. Mata puni boli so mati doli tajahu tat yah rupa ki jai shishu leela ati priya sila sah sukh parma anupa bhay pragat kripala deen dayala kaushilya hitkari. Same thing. She says, my Lord, give up this forehand, this transcendental form of yours. Tajahu tata yah rupa. I didn't ask you to come as my father and take the form of Shishu, as a child. I wanted you as my baby. This is what I asked for. So Bhagwan first came in that transcendental form to show it is me. Had he come as a baby, he could have come as a baby first. He became a baby. And started to cry. Rodan Thana. So he could have come as a baby first. No. He had to come first to show it is me. So nobody will doubt it was Bhagwan. And now in this Leela he is going to perform, he again became Chaturbhujam. It's written very clearly here. He again took, in other words, that two-hand form of his, Shri Krishna, immediately ascended to Golok, his divine abode. And Mahavishnu, that form, his form as Mahavishnu, came and sat under the tree to finish the Leela. Char Bhuja with 4 arms, upholding weapons, with the mark of Shrivats Mahalakshmi on his chest, garland of wild flowers, a crown with a peacock feather. He's sitting with his back against that peepal tree. Or I say, बाएं चरण को दाहिने चरण पर रख दिया. And he's sitting in such a way, he takes the left charan, his left foot, and puts it over the right foot like this. So that this part, the under part, is exposed. So he places his feet sitting under the peepal tree. वहां बैठ के ऐसे किया. वहां मैंने कहा एक शिकारी, याद है? I told you a hunter by the name of Jara had gotten that fish, caught a fish, and in the belly of the fish he got a piece of that metal, that pestle that they had grounded, and he fashioned it into the head of that bow. Now he is seeing that, and Bhagwan's lotus charan is so red and so beautiful. Lal, pinkish red and so beautiful. So that hunter, Jara, seeing this beautiful charan of Bhagwan, he's thinking it's a deer. Ye hiran hai. And he shot an arrow at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. What happened? We'll do a bhajan and then we'll come back to what happened here. In the books you have, please turn to page 36, bhajan number 61. This beautiful bhajan tells us to take shelter at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Surrender yourself to Bhagwan. At the last moment in this world, as Bhagwan is performing his divine pastime, his last Leela, no one will be able to help us. We have to go alone. No one will be able to help you at that time. No mother, no father, no child, no friend. Kam, Krodha, Arulobha, Moha, Mad. All these diseases of the mind, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, they surround us every moment and gives us no peace. And where does all this come from? From Maya. Maya is the mother. And how can we get free from Maya? Take shelter in Bhagwan's lotus feet. Bhagwan says, surrender to me. Mamekam sharanam braja. Maya metan tarantite. Chapter 7 verse 14. Only the one who completely surrenders to Shri Krishna can become free from Maya. Bhagwan says, take shelter in me. I'll free you from Maya. Yah jaga mriga trishna samadikat sukulavaleshan apai. This world is like a mriga trishna, a maze. It is like a mirage, better word to use, mirage. You know, In the desert, in the flying sand of the desert, in the midday sun, a mirage is formed. It seems that there is water, but there is no water. And the deer goes there to drink water, and no water, and it keeps wandering until it's died. In the same way, we keep looking for happiness in this world. Sukh. This is the mirage. The world is not a mirage. What we are looking for in the world is the mirage. We're looking for happiness. A sukha lavalesh. Not even the tiniest drop of true happiness we'll find in the world, because that happiness we'll find only in Shri Krishna. Because I told you, Shri Krishna, another name for Shri Krishna is Anand, Sukha, happiness. Dhana yauvan chana bhangur sab jaw kapur urijai. These things we have in the world and makes us very proud. Somebody has money, youth. When you're young, iron man, iron. Nobody can beat us. With this body, we have a little bit of beauty, something, and we get so proud. Don't be proud of these things, bhaiya. It's like kapoor. You know, kapoor, camphor. You put it open, after a while it vanishes out in the air. So one day we're going to lose this thing. With the money, we're going to stay here. Everything is going to stay right here. Don't be proud about these things. Bahuri kripalu nar tanu pai bigari lehu banai. What to say more? Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, this body which is so valuable, we don't get it, I told you in the beginning, we don't get it again and again. This is a golden opportunity. Haven't gotten this golden opportunity, realize that which you have been given human birth. Surrender yourself to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Sham charan sharanai gahore man.
Sham charan sharanai gahore man.
Ant samaya ko kaam नाई है
अंत समय को काम नाई है।
ओ मात पिता सुत भाई गहोरे मन।
मात पिता सुत भाई गहोरे मन।
ओ श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन।
श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन।
काम क्रोध आरु लोभ मोह मद।
काम क्रोध आरु लोभ मोह मद।
इन सौ कछु न बसाई गहोरे मन।
इन सौ कछु न बसाई गहोरे मन।
ओ श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन।
श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन।
यह जग मृग तृष्णा सम दीखत। यह
जग मृग तृष्णा
सुख लाभ लेश न पाई गहो रे मन।
सुख
राधे
न पाई कहो रे मन।
ओ श्याम श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
धन यौवन तन छन भंगुर सब धन
यौवन तन छन भंगुर सब।
ओ जा कपूर उड़ी जाई कहो रे मन। जा
कपूर उड़ी जाई कहो रे मन।
ओ श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
बहुरी कृपालु ननर तनु पाई।
बहुरी कृपालु ननर तनु पाई।
ओ बिगरी लेहु बनाई गहो रे मन।
बिगरी लेहु बनाई कहो रे मन।
ओ श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
श्याम चरण शरणाई कहो रे मन।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सो ये जरा ने भगवान के श्री चरणों में बाण मार दिया। अब उनको समझ में होश में आ गया कि ये कोई हिरण नहीं है, ये किसी का चरण है। तो वहां जाके देखा भगवान चार भुजा वाले। और उन्होंने कहा, हे भगवान मैंने क्या किया, ये मैंने क्या किया। वो बहुत डर गया कि मैंने इतना बड़ा पाप किया और भगवान को मार दिया, ये नहीं किसी और आम आदमी को मारा। भगवान के श्री चरणों में उन्होंने वही नीचे गया और भगवान को दया, वो भगवान की दया को मांगने लगे कि हे भगवान मैंने बिना जाने आपको मारा, लेकिन ये भी पाप है, हमको तुरंत मार दो भगवान। So Jara, that hunter, thinking that this was a deer, he shot the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Wanted that with the same tip, that curse that the rishis and muni has given. Then he came and to understand this is not a deer. When he went to look for the deer, he seen this four-armed person, Char Bhuja. And now he realized this is Bhagwan. And he becomes so frightened, so scared. He says, my Lord, I thought this was the mouth of a deer. Ye hiran ki mukh. because it's so red and so beautiful. Thinking it was a deer, I shot, unknowing, my Lord, I have committed this sin. But yet I am a great sinner for having done this. Please kill me right now. I deserve to be killed right now by your hands. इतना पाप किया तो भगवान ने कहा जरा से कि हे जरा उठो उठो, क्योंकि वो गिर गए थे भगवान के चरणों में. That hunter had fell at the feet of Bhagwan like a log. He fell like a log. Bhagwan says, Jara, get up. Utho. Very sweet and very soft, not with anger. Bhagwan says, Jara, utho. Mera beta, my son, utho. ये कार्य मैं ही चाहता था. ये हमारी इच्छा. This is my desire. I wanted this to happen. Otherwise, you couldn't do this, Jara. ये मेरी लीला. This is my pastime. आप जाओ स्वर्ग. ये आपका, मैं भेज रहा आपको. ये हमारा भेंट है. I'm giving you a gift. Immediately ascend to heaven. This is my gift to you. You have done a great act. We would think this is a bad thing. Bhagwan he himself wanted this. Jara ne Bhagwan ko parikrama ki. I told you parikrama. When we keep an object of worship to our right and we go along in a clockwise direction, at least 3 times. That's called parikrama. People leave all here and go to Govardhan to do parikrama. 60 course. You don't have to go anywhere. Bhagwan is each and every particle of the world. Prabhu Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. What does Tulsidas say? What does the scripture say? God pervades everywhere. Sarvatra. And the important word here, Samana, equally. Don't think there's a bigger Bhagwan in some cave, in some mountain, and here the Bhagwan I have in the Mandir is a smaller Bhagwan. No. Bhagwan is everywhere equally. We don't believe, that's why we don't benefit. We think Bhagwan is in the Mandir, in the Murti. And when we go in the road, you go in the toilet, in the ram shop, no Bhagwan. That's why we do all the wrong things we do. Because we don't believe, we don't have the faith that Bhagwan is 100% everywhere. Are he's sitting in our heart. Look in every moment and take a note. We can't hide from one person, Bhagwan. But we have to realize that. Realize that. Don't just say it. Realize from inside. So he did parikrama. Out. He went to the Swarg. Waha Daruk. Bhagwan के एक चाकर था. रथ को चलाने वाला एक नाम था दारुक. तो दारुक भगवान का सुगंध को जानते थे. तो वो सूंघने लगे भगवान की इत्र इत्यादि को और भगवान के पास पहुंच गए. तो भगवान had a servant. His charioteer, the ones who drive the chariot, like some people have a driver. So his name was Daruk. So Daruk knew exactly the perfume. There are some people you live close to them, you will know exactly that person has come. Just smell. The person that's passed, oh, mommy is here, oh my wife, oh my girlfriend, my boyfriend. You know the smell. A Bhagwan's smell is divine. The tulsi that was offered, the Bhagwan body itself gives out a perfume. Divine. Daruk, getting that whiff of that, he came to Bhagwan. He sees the Lord sitting in that forearm, puja. I told you, Bhagwan had already left. When divine souls leave, sometimes they leave a shadow effect. Chaya, or leave another effect of themselves, so for the world to benefit. They don't die. So Bhagwan ascended in his do bhuja, in his 2-arm form, bent in 3 places, Tribhangilal, neck, waist, ankles, playing the basuri. That form went to Golok. and his Mahavishnu form remained there. Same Bhagwan is not different, same Bhagwan. Different form, that's all. Do not see difference in Bhagwan. Oh, Shivji is different and Shri Krishna is different and Ram is smaller and Krishna is bigger, so I should say Hare Krishna first. No, that is Nama Prad. To see differences in God's name and form. Only one Bhagwan. Our Vedas tell us, Eko Devah Sarva Bhuteshu Gudha Sarva Vyapi Sarva Bhutantaratma Karma Dhyaksha Sarva Loka Divasa Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunascha. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 6 verse 11. The Vedas say there's only one Bhagwan. Ek Bhagwan. We don't have million Bhagwan and 20 Bhagwan as people think in Hinduism we have so many Bhagwan. Devtas, deities, crores, that's something different. They are living in heaven. Bhagwan is one. Ek Bhagwan. But Ananta Nama Rupaya. That one Bhagwan has uncountable names, uncountable form. Same Bhagwan, the same Shri Krishna is the same Shiv. The same Radha Rani is the same Durga, same Lakshmi, same Saraswati. The same Shri Krishna, same Ram, same Shiv. No bigger, no smaller. Don't ever see big and small. The different form, that's all. Whichever form you love and worship, fine, bhaiya, go ahead. Don't see difference. And we don't understand that. Oh, I am Shiv devotee. I will never say Krishna. I will never sing any Krishna bhajan. Ooh. I am Krishna devotee. This Shiv is a demigod. I don't want to hear anything about Shiv. Wow. And you're following Gaurang Mahaprabhu. And Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, do not see difference in any form or name of Bhagwan is Nama Prad. One of the greatest unpardonable sins. One Bhagwan. Whichever form you attain, you worship him as Shiv, you will go to Shiv Lok. You worship him as Ram, you will go to Saket Lok. You worship him as Radha Krishna, you go Golok. There's no difference. But it's one Bhagwan. So, Daruk saw the form, he realized, ab bas ho gaya. Daruk is crying because he was searching for the Lord. After all this massacre he's seen, and he's searching for Bhagwan. He says, my Lord, I was crying. Aapko mil gaya? To Bhagwan ne kaha, ab aa gaya time, samay aa gaya, Daruk, time has come. As Bhagwan is speaking, Daruk had brought Bhagwan's chariot. The chariot he would ride on to fight in the war, etc. That chariot, together with all Bhagwan's weapon, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, the conch shell, the lotus, the Sudarshan Chakra, the discus, the mace, together with the chariot and all the horses started to ascend to Golok, the divine abode of Bhagwan. All ascended, started rising. Bhagwan says to Daruk, आप द्वारका जाओ, वापस जाओ और सबको ये बताओ कि बलराम, मुझसे पहले बलराम गए, और मेरी कहानी भी बताओ कि ये हुआ और वो भी जा रहे गोलोक. इस समय बहुत खतरा है. ये द्वारिका अब रह नहीं गए, ये रहेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि मुझे बिना वो ठहर नहीं सकते, वो नीचे जाएंगे समुद्र के. तो तुरंत अर्जुन के साथ इंद्रप्रस्थ जाओ. अर्जुन सबका रक्षा करेंगे. तो सब लोग तुरंत अर्जुन के साथ इंद्रप्रस्थ जाओ. Bhagwan then directs Daruk, go to Dwarika. Tell everyone that Balaram has already ascended to the divine abode. Tell them also what has happened to me, that I'm sitting here. This hunter has struck my charan, and I am also going to my divine abode. I am going to ascend. All my weapons, everything has already gone, as you saw for yourself. At this moment, Dwarika, there's a Dwarika in India, that's not the Dwarika. The real Dwarka was in the ocean. Bhagwan says, without me that Dwarka cannot stay. It's going to sink in the ocean the moment I leave. So tell everyone to go with Arjun. Arjun will protect them and go to Indraprasth. Go to Indraprasth. Together with Arjun, he will protect them. Because this Dwarka will no longer remain. It's going to sink into the ocean. It can't stay without me. और you दारुक जो भक्ति मैंने आपको दिया, जो मेरे आशीर्वाद आपके ऊपर है भक्ति की, वो भक्ति करते रहो, अंत में मेरे पास आ जाएंगे. And you Daruk, this bhakti I taught you and the bhakti I have given you, because you're such a wonderful servant of mine, continue practicing this bhakti. Through bhakti you will get everything. And in the end, when you leave this world, you'll come to my divine abode, you'll come to me. Now return. Immediately Daruk left. I'm just finishing the katha. उस समय वहां ब्रह्मा, शिव, पार्वती, सरस्वती, इंद्र, सब देवलोक सब आगे भगवान के पास आकाश में. At that time in the sky, Phil, Brahma, the creator, Shiv, Bhagwan, Parvati, together with Parvati, Brahma with Saraswati, Indra, and all the devatas, all the rishis and munis, they came there. They started showering flowers. The devatas were beating big drums, because that auspicious moment has come for the Lord to perform his final divine pastime. They all showering flowers and Bhagwan. सबके हृदय में ये तीव्र इच्छा आ गया भगवान की अंतिम लीला, संवरण लीला को देखने के लिए. In all of their heart, this intense yearning came to see the final leela of Bhagwan as he would ascend to his divine. Bhagwan didn't die. I'm keeping telling you this. We don't die. How can Bhagwan die? But they wanted to see him ascend. Bhagwan, the sab aage, they started doing Swastivat mantra. Brahma is saying with his foremouth, Swastena Indro Bridhashrava, Swastina Pukha Vishwaveda, etc. All the devatas, they are saying all this, and they are chanting the divine name. Hari bol, 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 Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
everybody, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Oh Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Oh Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol,
Oh Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari
बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल.
And so the devatas, they all singing and chanting, the Gandharvas dancing. They're dancing and singing and glorifying, playing all his instruments. And that time Bhagwan, he started to ascend. Bhagwan ye sharir nahi chhodte. Bhagwan doesn't leave his body here. Just as Bhagwan is divine, his body is also divine. Chidanandamaya deha tumhari bigat vikar jani adhikari. Just as God is divine, his body is also Chidanandamaya, means divine. But to see divine body of God, we have to have divine eyes. So that Chidanandamaya Sharir, his body started to go above, to Golok, to Vaikunt, Mahavishnu form. Bhagwan already went to Golok. Our beach mein antardharan ho gaye. And in the middle, he disappeared. Brahma is looking, everybody is looking. Kahan gaye Bhagwan? Bhagwan just disappeared. We should not think that when, imagine even Brahma and all his gods, Bhagwan can take away their form, his form from in front of them, doesn't mean Bhagwan doesn't exist anymore. We can't see, doesn't mean he's not there. He's in every particle of the universe. Bhaiya, he's here looking at us every moment. He's in our heart. He's looking. How much love did you chant Hari Bol? With how much love did you dance for Hari Bol? Hari means Shri Krishna. Bol means chant. Chant his divine name. How much love did you chant my name with? And so he ascended and he left there. All this spot, Shukadev ji is saying to Parikshit, this is like a play of Bhagwan. Like this whole world is a stage and the Lord comes and performs his divine play. Don't be surprised by his coming, by his performance of his play and by his leaving. Bhagwan, apni ichha, according to his desire, for the benefit of this world, he descends again and again, perform divine pastime, and in the end, he ascends, but he's in every particle of the world. Doesn't mean he's only in Golok. He's sitting in that same Bhagwan is sitting in our heart. He's in every particle. He's in all the murti. He's everywhere, every moment. We have to make that a fact. By practice. Bhagwan is in my heart. He's looking at me every moment. Everywhere. Isko abhyas karo. We have to practice that. Devotees, I will end the katha here tonight. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Radha Rani ki jai. Shrimad Bhagavat Mahapuran ki jai. Shrimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Devotees,